Let's move this down a little bit here. Get that down right there. There we go. All right. Whoopsie. All right. Did I fucking... Yep. Boom. All right. Let's see who shows up. So the idea here is making sure that when we have this stuff, we are doing what we want to do. So Charlie Kirk here. Got a Charlie Kirk video. So I want to make that a little bit clearer. Give him a little bit of color. Bring up the brightness, but bring down the contrast. Then we go in again, make him the colors a little warmer on his skin. Leave that as it is. Add the general brightness a little bit. Or do we want to brighten the color itself? No. Go back and the brightness itself. Go right there. And add a little bit of sharpness. And that clarity. Oh man, I wish I knew about using clarity with these things. But see, now this is too small. I should have flipped this. Okay, so now we want to flip this. Hey, Funk Master General, welcome to the party. I worked today, but it was very slow, and I made $60 all day. Not fun. Not cool, dude. But what's up with you? How was your day? So I'm gonna make this a little bit bigger. Let's make this like that. Want it to pop. That's what any good thumbnail does. It's gotta pop. Catch the attention. And I remember when I first started, I would try to like have so much information on the screen. I mean, like in the thumbnail. I would, if there's anybody that was in whatever video or stream I was doing, each one of them had to be there. And then like now you can see that, I mean, I definitely have a style here. And this is kind of, usually faces are going over here and then the text goes over here. But back in the day, I don't know. It just was it's a skill that you don't really know what you're looking at. And like you can tell when you see someone else's thumbnail, it's like, oh, that's a good thumbnail, but what are they doing? And little things like adding different colors around the people, different colors around the text really does help. College. What should we name this one? So the title of the video is going to be College Isn't a Scam. Clueless Leftist versus Charlie Kirk. So on the... what word? What's a scam? Scam. There you go. You want it, and that's the other thing too. Hey, shout out to Adam. What's good? The other thing is when I first started, instead of having like, something big, like, okay, I'll show this again. Sorry about that. Thank you, Funk. What was I just gonna do? Oh, yeah. So, like, let's move that. So this is the original picture here, right? And so you can see where the outline is here. I've broadened it, but I would normally just keep it like small. Oh, of course. well, you know what I mean. But I'd keep it smaller and think that I need to get more information here, more information there, maybe add a picture of the guy back here. But now I'm realizing that you just do that. You get one word. We'll do it. Scam. And it's great when I've got my settings. I know what font I use. I know what effects to use, how far to go with it. All these things had to be figured out individually. We got my yellow, my typical yellow. Bam! So now that I've got the wording, let's just see a fat bottom beauties in one of those tabs. We've got StreamYard. We've got the video that we are doing. We've got two of the channels, the content. You're watching that right now. We got the home page, our fresh one. That's where you get rid of the background, and that's where you get the original photo and turn it into that. So now that now I'm seeing Filmora is good. I've seen that, but it's just so simple. And the only thing that Canva the free version of Canva doesn't have is the removing the background thing. That's the only thing. And I just take this picture, copy it, paste it here, and it does it for me. So everything else is free. Shout out to Box in the building. Welcome to the party. I mean, I was, if you look back, I was definitely using, I definitely will use AI for, for thumbnails if it makes sense. So I'll move him down. There we go. There we go. Because his arm was out like that. So if we move him down, then is that too much? So now I just pulled him further down, but I feel like that's kind of meh. So move that out of the way, and now that this is further down, maybe add some more space, take up more space like that. Then we bring this guy back in, fit that to size. And the other thing I realized is covering up. I would usually, so when I used to do thumbnails before I really knew, I would figure that's maximum what I could do. But this may not be a particular one, but if I were going to cover his face a little bit, again, this is a bad angle for that, but let's just say it was on this side, covering his face with the words. Idea being that you want to, a little bit smaller. You want to make things as easy to understand, and because you guys do it. You're scrolling through, especially if you're on your phone. You're scrolling through, and the thumbnail is on your screen for half a second, and so either you like it or you don't. Stolen Dobie, yeah. There was no way I was ever going to do that. And you don't need to. You don't need to. I mean, as I'm just showing you, you don't need to. So we got that. That's pretty easy. So now I should have just kept this here. So now we've got the placement. I like that, right? Nothing else we need to add to that, right? Because we want people to see that. And then you always want to look at 20%, that 20% size. That's about the size of how people see it on their phones. So obviously my camera's not picking it up well, but you know what I mean. So that is what we're looking at, and that is eye-catchy, but we still got too much yellow, so we need some contrast duplicate that. Move over to effects and give it the outline. And that's 65. And you guys know what color it is. What color is this yellow one, this outline? What color is it going to be? If you know, if you've been here for a minute, you should know. Funkmaster said, looks like Charlie is giving some second warning of what? The fuck are you talking about? Copyright is not theft. When you steal, you have one less left. Copyright makes it more. That's what copies are for. I mean, hey, there we go. Box knows what's good, of course. Just plain old, boom, red. And now she pops. Look at that. And so now that I have that main thing, and of course I'm going to put my logo up here, but we can see there's some space here. And whenever there's some extra space, we want to add me. So, yeah, let's go with that one, just because, like, I'm not angry about it, but the word scam implies, you know, that I'm not happy. And again, I want people to click on it. So, oh wait, so first we got to do exactly what we talked about. This shadow, is this dirty? Let me clean lenses. There we go. HD, we in 4K now. Let's do a little bit of glow. The size at 40. Intensity at 100. And blur can stay there. I usually do white with me. Just usually seems to work better, but we can always change that. And then of course we want to put that behind Charlie. Send backwards. And now, let's just play around with it a little bit. What if we turn it a little bit? I have a Dell. I need a new Dell. This one, in a photo booth. I wish. All of these pictures, where are they? All of these pictures came from. You can see in some of them. I was sitting in the chair. I was sitting in the chair. Like this one, you can tell that, like, you know, I'm in. Oh, this one for sure. You can see my sweatshirt and stuff. Chair there. So I just opened a thing, opened a stream, and took some pictures. Is that so? Then the question, okay, you can't see. The question becomes, is it worth it? Is it worth putting me in this? Does it look better like this? Like that. That just feels empty. And then, of course, got to colorize. So we go back in here, adjust, super brown. We pull down the brightness like a mofo, shadows up like a mofo. Then we add the blacks just a little bit so we can see some striations. See, like that's too much. Right there. Okay, and then again, super brown. Brighten it up. Then I don't know how I figured out this trick, but we go from this, not a super clear photo, but not the worst, right? And then pull the vibrance all the way up, the sharpness all the way up, and the clarity all the way up. And now it just pops. It just pops a little bit more. I like it. I would like something here, but what if we move this up a little bit? Because then we can see the hand, and y'all know that, yep, I like that better. Boom. Then, of course, my logo. I got advice that I don't really need to do this with the logo, but I figure, you know what, I like it. So then we bring that down to 10, up to 100, and more white. Boom. Again, just a little bit of pop. Boom. And we have got a thumbnail. Beautiful. Beautiful. I don't know if I should put this out. I don't know if I should put this out tonight or wait until tomorrow. I kind of feel like I want to put it out tonight. It's pretty early, right? 10:30. I don't know. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Box. I was about to make a new series when my baby's mom left me. I had to shut down. Yeah, life do be happening like that. So then, what am I doing? So then we got to go back. I should just keep it. I should just keep it like this. This is slowing me down, but I like that you guys are liking it. So we have the video here with no thumbnail. So then we want to open that up and add the thumbnail we just made. And we go from this, which is not a bad thumbnail, but I don't know. It's just not as catchy as that. That really wasn't a bad one. That really wasn't a bad one. Then of course we go to live stream clips. We got the title already, and then college leftist tries to argue that that college is not a scam. So I just need some basic there that at one of Charlie Kirk's what do we call it? Campus tour stops. He encounters a leftist that thinks he can convince Charlie and us that college is not a scam. But he fails. Then, of course, you know, if oh, that's a different box. Welcome back, box. Are tags still important? I don't think so. Like, I just deleted the thing. So I have this this Word document where, you know, or I mean Notepad document where, you know, I'd be, you know, the title, the description, the link, and then all this stuff. And I like to use the three that show on the actual page, but I just deleted how I used to have it, where it was just like as many tags as I could fit. There's a 5,000 character count here, and I would put in whatever, and however many hashtags I could think of. I would go to ChatGPT and be like, oh, don't forget to add full stream. Okay, so you want to watch the full stream. Now we gotta go back here and find that stream. I think it was this one, right? Yep. Get shareable link. Bring that back here. Paste. Boom, 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 boom. And then we just got the hashtag. So yeah, I like to use the three of them, but I'm not really sure how important they are. And like, I used to do the same thing on TikTok, where, you know, if I would be, you know, let's say I'm watching Breaking Bad, hashtag Breaking Bad, hashtag Burba, hashtag Better Call Saul, hashtag Walter White, hashtag, and then a bunch of like hashtags trending now, FYP, FYPP, FYP with a smiley face, And just randomly, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, they're just like, nope, 5 hashtag max, which, kind of makes it better for me because I don't have to sit there and think about it. But I'd gotten to the place where I had a long list of them. But I think TikTok's algorithm is good enough that you don't really need that. And as far as YouTube, I didn't see a difference when I was like, you know what, let's try to. What the fuck is in my beard? Oh, another gray hair. Wonderful. When I was like, fuck it, let's just try with just the 3. Hashtag Morty rules your face. Indeed, he does. Scamversity. There you go. Like I said, if you, I hear if you say Asmon's Gold 10 times in a tag, you can summon him. Should we try it? Okay, well, it's not going to be the first ones. So we need hashtag. And I also like to do, like you can see it's already giving me Charlie Kirk there. But I like to capitalize for, because these are the ones, again, that show on the screen. And so I'm not doing this as a tag necessarily to get more people. It's like if somebody clicks on the video and sees those 3 hashtags, then with the thumbnail, with the title, potentially the description, all meant to keep them on the page. So we'll do Charlie Kirk, we'll do college, and what's the third one? We can always go MAGA or whatever, but let's do something different. Student. Let's see if that brings in some new people. Boom. Alright, and make sure that. Boom, 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 boom. So now we're good there. We're good there. We move on to monetization. Whenever. I have no idea what just happened. What was I going to say? Oh, word to the wise. As soon as you upload a video, directly go to monetization, turn that on, and the ad suitability. Because so if it doesn't get, like if it gets flagged, then you want to have time to be able to redo it. Or not redo it, but I mean, what am I trying to say? Appeal it. Hey, shout out to the Funk Master General. I don't have food here, but you can have some of mine. Come here, Mort. Come here. Funk Master came through. There we go. Okay, can you sit? Yeah, good boy. Some eggplant. There you go. There you go. Good job. Thank you, sir. Very much appreciated. Damn, what happened? So, wait, what just happened what just happened when, like, I went away? I hit something on the screen, and it just brought me back to the homepage. And now everybody's gone. I don't know what happened. I apologize, but we are back. And thank you to the Funk Master General. Of course, guys, every single donation comes with a treat for Morty. He's loving it. Most I first came across you because you were, 1, watching a TYT video, and 2, the algorithm gods put it in my recommended at the top of my homepage. There we go. Hey, shout out to Trey Williams in the building. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Froze and rewound like 7 seconds. Okay, that makes sense. Because, yeah, it pushed me out, and like, the only option was to start a new live, so I pushed that button, and it just asked me if I wanted to return. Weird. Plug my charger in here. So what are you guys up to today? What did you do on a Thursday? I'm just adding an end page so that when people get to the end of the video, throw the the little thing. We have the end of the video, and then people are not prepared for careers. Sounds like a scam. Yeah. End of video. Save. What do you guys? I'm trying to decide. I almost done. Almost. Almost. I'm trying to decide if I should put this out tonight. It's 10:30. That's pretty early, especially I'm on the East Coast. Yeah, let's do it. And then we can do another one, and I'll set that one for tomorrow. Almost got fired for going to the wrong location. What you mean? Hey, what up, Damris? Good to see you. Good to see you. Like so many channels have built themselves off the back of 2IT. Dave Rubin, Jimmy Dore, Francesca, the list goes on. Very true. And what do you think that like when you point that out, what does that mean to you? Like what does that say about either the Young Turks or what does that say about all the like the people that you listed? Shout out to Arjun. Welcome to the party. This video is going live. Fuck it. I'm gonna put it live right now, but you have to promise that you stay on the stream until I'm done. I'm not gonna be on here long. I'm probably just gonna do another video, and then call it. But so you stay on the live, and then as soon as the live is done, you go watch the video. College isn't a scam. Clueless leftist versus Charlie Kirk. I'm trusting you. I'm trusting you. Because usually I like to do members first. And if for no other reason, that after it goes public for everybody, it still says members first on the thing. And so it's got like a little extra specialist to it. Wait. Watching 2 sounds. Ask the question. So my question was, you're talking about all these channels built themselves off the backs of TYT. What does that say? Either what does that say about TYT, or what does that say about the Dave Rubins, Francesca, all of them? Good, bad, neutral, or otherwise. So I dressed cement trucks, and I didn't realize I missed some paperwork, so I went to my third drop and missed the second one. Ugh. Yeah. That's, we all be fucking some shit up. Arjun asking thoughts on Cash Patel and Bongino being frauds about the Epstein stuff. Starting to hate Cash and watching his whole videos. Yeah, I completely agree. That we covered that yesterday. We were covering the Tucker episode with Sagar from Breaking Points. And, a bunch of clips from Candace Owens and, love her or hate her. She's been on point with this stuff. And specifically the clip where a reporter asked Pam Bondi about, like, hey, didn't you say that you had this on your desk? And he's like, wait, you guys are still talking about this? Like, yeah, bro, we are. Why are you not? Very, very upset about that. Box said, if the question is why, I think it's because people change and it's hard to keep good talent on YouTube. If you're a good talent, you can do it yourself. There's no more gatekeepers. It's not an indictment of, and that's exactly where I was going to go. Because it's Daily Wire, same exact thing with Brett. Brett Cooper's on Fox News now. Candace is doing work. Yep. Trump 9 points. Good. You finna learn today, motherfucker. You can't just say whatever the fuck you want to say because you want to say it. I mean, you can, but freedom of speech isn't freedom from consequences. All right, so we got, tag everyone, new drop. While I'm still live. Then we drop the link there. So if you guys are in the Discord, then you just got a notification that there's a new drop. So, and then of course, we have the finished product here. Boom, boom, boom. Click the link. And we, of course, it's my own video, but hit the like button. Because why would you ever want to... Well, what are we doing here? Oh, this is they're trying to get rid of ad block. Fuck you! Is it still processing? No. What?
Hey, Charlie.
There we go. All
hey,
right.
everyone, how are you? So,
Video's live. Video is live. Go and watch it after this stream is done. So that was one. So let's go and hit up the next one. So we've got our drafts here. We got Charlie Kirk accidentally argues for equality of outcome versus opportunity, or there are zero innocents incarcerated. Charlie Kirk misses the mark. Let's do that one, because the one I just dropped is like, what? 13 minutes? And then, this one is 2 minutes, and this one's 8 minutes. So we'll put out a longer one and then a shorter one. So let's see. So the thing is, I don't remember exactly what this is, so we gonna have to watch a little bit. Where you guys at? Yeah, dropping 9 points in the polls is wild. Anna left the left. She's making the same arc I did in 2016. Okay, I'll go with that. The same arc that you did, not necessarily the same arc that I did. Fuck matters, and I'm definitely not voting for him next time. Good one. Yep. Yeah, that's the worst thing, and when you're like, oh yeah, I got this, we're good, and it's just like, oh, you can't zoom. Oh, we can zoom in. It's like, oh snap, I forgot about that. Yeah, not fun. It's like when I go to a table at the restaurant, get their appetizers and their entrees. You put in the appetizer, send it through. Then you can put the entrees in the computer and just hold them so that they're there. You don't have to spend the time. You might get busy in 10 minutes, and when they're ready, then you can just go boom. And today I had this old couple, and it was slow when it started. So I went in at 4, and this is 5:15, and a table's getting sat, still not in my section. I'm like, yo, what are we doing here? I've been here for 90 minutes for $0. And so I took the table, and of course they were the slowest eaters ever. So when I dropped their appetizers, put in their entrees, it was already slow in the restaurant. So like 5 minutes later, their food's out, and they were not happy about it. I'm like, bro, I just complained so that I could get this table, and now I fucked it up. Old Laura Boomer's been bitching about Bondi, but I think she finally got a clue that people are upset with Trump. Yeah, that's a common thing you see among the Trump sycophants. Is like, well, that was her fault, this fault. Like, bro, this on you. This is your campaign promise. All right, so let's see what this video is. Hopefully you guys should be able to hear.
Great to see you, Charlie. So maybe I really am just Uncle Tom's favorite nephew, but I do have a quick question. What is so wrong with mass incarceration? If the only way to be incarcerated is to commit a crime?
Nothing. There's nothing wrong with it. There's a problem with the system that determines what is the first of all, what are the sentences and how cases are tried. I think the justice system in America is probably I'm not super familiar with other countries. It's got to be the best that we have. That being said, there's a lot of problems with it, and so there's a lot of people who are incarcerated who did not commit a crime. We see verdicts being overturned all the time. I mean, as much as I don't have learned that this project is bullshit, the fact is there have been many people who are on death row that were acquitted because of DNA evidence. So that's not the only way to get incarcerated.
Yeah, I agree that because I only voted for Trump in this last election, and it's just he was never like my first choice. It was just that there's only two. You end up politically homeless when you see the system is ignoring you. I didn't vote for Trump, but I was jealous at the time. Is Charlie considered woke? Right. I would say no, and the reason being that he does not use woke tactics. So remember that now woke has evolved from positions that you hold to the mentality that you use. And so it doesn't matter that he's pro-Israel. It doesn't matter that he's, whatever you want to say. It's about how you treat other people in regards to that. So if he was willing to say, if he was the type of person that says, if you don't support Israel, you're anti-Semitic, that would be woke. Not because of the position specifically, but because you're deeming, by disagreeing with me, you are wrong. Not only are you wrong, but you are bad. That is wokeness. So I would say no, but hey, Anybody can change. Anybody can change and go woke and get broke. So I've always wanted to start a pub named Downies and hire people with Down syndrome. They're always upbeat and happy. Very true. I've got an aunt who's Downsy, and she's always happy. Oh man, racism. Walk said, "Walks." Oh my God. Yeah, I know your 1990s definition here. All right, let me finish. Listen to this so we can see.
What are we doing here?
Incarceration. If the only way to be incarcerated is to commit a crime.
There's nothing wrong with mass incarceration. In fact, we need more prisoners in this country, not less prisoners. And we let prisoners out of jail way too quickly in America. I don't even necessarily disagree with that wholeheartedly. I mean, there's aspects where it's, you know, I mean, if you 60 years for a gram of crack or whatever, I don't really know about all that. But, you know, you should still be locked up. And there's a lot of people that are committing crimes that should be locked up. They're not locked up. That being said, doesn't mean that committing a crime is the only way to get incarcerated.
In fact,
Yeah, so that's the. So then, you know, listening to you know, reminding myself what this video is. The title being "There are 0 innocents incarcerated. Charlie Kirk misses the mark." I want something with jail or prison. So this might be an opportunity that, to use some whatchamacallit, because you're not gonna find a picture like that. But if we go to Grok and do create, oh my God, okay, well, hold on, I can't type with this shit. Okay, so we're gonna do create an image of Charlie Kirk screaming from behind bars as if he is in prison. Let's start there. Create an image of Charlie Kirk screaming from behind bars as if he is in prison. Oh, what we got? Not bad. This one looks more like him, right? Thing is, yeah, I like that. The thing is, okay, so, can we edit this? Edit. Aha! So, now we can change it, and make the orientation 16 by 9 and have Charlie not centered, but on a third, given the rule of thirds. Let's see. Make the orientation 16 by 9 and have Charlie not centered but on a third, given, not govern, given the rule of thirds. Let's see. Bum 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 bum. The right. Well, actually, Trey. You're right. The right absolutely changed the meaning of woke, because we were reacting to what we now refer to as the woke left, when, you know, the original meaning was what Box is saying. Shout out to Josie. Welcome to the party. Last time I used Grog, it called me an N-word with a hard R. Cannot abide. Adam said you should expose sexism and do a live stream of tape Project Catwalk one night. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Box, is Charlie Kirk aware of injustice? Yeah, I think so. Is Charlie on the right? I think so. Therefore, Charlie is woke right. And this is reverse semantic obfuscation, where you're actually using the proper definitions and words, but because society has already obfuscated those semantics, you're not playing within the new You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oh, I forgot to show you guys. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what we got. These are not 16 by 9. See, that is... Okay, so these are essentially the same. This one's a little bit better. So let's... you can't just copy it? Okay, save as... Charlie 1. Web page. No, whoa. Web page complete. That's not what I want. I want to. Okay. So then we just screenshot. Hold on. Then I'll take a screenshot. Oh wait, can I do that? Oh, there we go. There's a save button. There's a save button on the bottom. So we save that. Now let's try a fresh one where we do the exact same thing, but no, not edit image. New deal. And create a 16 by 9. And so as you can see, like, while this is pretty cool in terms of what it can do and how accurate it could be, I'm spending a lot of time trying to get this, as opposed to just Googling an image and moving it around how I want. These are pretty cool, man! Yo! Which one do you like, the gray or the orange? I feel like we gotta go with the orange. But, this is 1, this is 2. Give me a 1 or a 2. Which one do you like better? Like I said, George Carlin, I don't like these language games. Simple, easy words. Yep. Well, I mean, Trey, you're not necessarily wrong in terms of how that was used, and it became a catch-all, but it's hard to argue with that. Hard to argue. Anything with black or gay people or purple-haired women. I would say anything that uses those types of things to supersede actual merit in conversation, in art, in any of those things. So, like, the most recent example that really killed the woke left movement. I don't know if you know that they had that Jaguar ad. You know, the car, Jaguar. And they did that, like, super fruity, colorful ad that looked like a queer version of the original iPod commercial. They sold 49 cars in the entire month of April because of that. And so it's not that people don't like Jaguars. It's that Jaguar decided to put that aesthetic over the product. And so it's not as simple as anything the right disagrees with, but you know. A gay, black, purple haired woman would be gold. I'll leave that one for you. So nobody gave me a 1 or a 2. I'm just gonna choose. You guys don't know what the fuck you're looking at anyway. I am brilliant. So then, let's see what we gonna do with it. Let us see. So we got a blank slate. We want to add image. And we do that. And then because there's this little watermark that I want to get rid of, I don't really give a shit. But of course we have to go back. Nope. We have to go. Where am I? And do the same thing. Did you guys hear Morty just like a sigh? What in the flying? See, it's not perfect. It's not perfect, but we do magic eraser. Get rid of that. Okay, I can't look through my phone for this one. Boom. Haha, perfect. Now, bring this back here. What was I doing? Oh, paste. Paste. And we gotta adjust our stuffs just like we did before. It's like, yeah, that's why I don't use AI as much, because it takes all that time. It happened again! It happened again! Shout out to Kelly Green in the building. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the party. Yo, where you been at? We've been trying to set some shit up. You killing us in the Discord DMs. Let us know if you're down or you're not down. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the party. Well, invite me then, Trey. Overlord Rosemary for Charlie Kirk. Yep. Well, Kelly Green. I mean, we're all hermits. That don't mean we're not on our phones. All right. So now that we have our main picture, we have removed him. We add the shadow. That to. Oh no, we want that. We want that. We want the blur at 65. No, that's wrong. That's not what I do. 40. That's where I usually have it. Stupid. And then we gotta pick a color. So, what is a good contrast with the orange? Usually go somewhere within this. Yeah, yellow's too bland. Let's do a deep green. Right? We don't want a blue or no, those are too dark. Right there. Right? Beautiful. So then, bring it back. A little bit. Now, I don't love that, obviously, the AI fucked this up, but what are you gonna do? We'll just make it, we're just gonna be like, no, he's breaking out of jail. That's what's happening. So then, again, we want to bring up the temperature because we're gonna bring up the light. So we bring down the contrast. This one I don't have to deal with as much, but we want that as bright as can be. But since it's like, you can see the difference in color of this side of his face versus this side of his face. So I'm going to pull either the whites or the highlights down. Let's see which one does better. It doesn't seem to be making much of a difference. So let's try bringing the whites down. Let's bring down the whites. Oh yeah, there we go. There we go. So now we can go back to. Oh, they don't have the thing for his. They allow you to do individual colors, but I want to do the color of his face. So let's bring the whites back a little bit. Little bit. What about if we pull down the shadows? No. Just going on that side. Good enough. Good enough. And then we add a little bit of sharpness. And that clarity. Actually, we don't even really need the clarity. Okay, so we've got this for that video. There's Zero Innocence. And it's this guy. You've probably seen him around. I don't know who it is, but it's that guy. It's too much whites. We gotta get rid of the whites. But what's the word? What's the word that I want to use? Ooh, innocent. Beautiful. So the whole video is about Charlie making the claim that only people convicted of crimes are in prison, and that is not the case at all. So we show him being one of them. Free Charlie Kirk! Free Charlie Kirk! So we got, and this one I'm not going to do all caps, innocent. And of course we go back, recently used, effects, shadow. Yep, blur to 64. I don't know why I said 64. I always do 65. Then we change the color to not yellow. And where... Okay, so this is going to be a good example of where, what I was talking about with the last one, where it's like, oh, you can... I wouldn't... I'd normally do something like that in the old days, and because I didn't want to cover his face. But now I'm realizing that that is not a thing that needs to be done. So if we do that, especially since it's an AI image, and if we cover up his face a little bit, then that can obfuscate, using that word again. Bruh, who's not gonna fucking click on this? Who's not gonna click on this? Go back, hollow it out. 65. Boom. And so again, the question becomes, like, do I put myself into this? And this is one I don't think I'm going to, because I think it's just a stark enough image on its own. And of course, bring it down to 20% and see what it looks like. And yeah, so I think putting myself in there would probably take away from what it is. The only other thing is to see with the back, or the actual background, if we want to change anything with that, like make that brighter. No, let's make that dark. Yeah, dark and scary. I want that the window highlight. Sharpness is fine. Clarity is fine. Yeah, I'm with it. And there we go. We've got yet another thumbnail. So this one, again, we want to bring that down to 10. That up to 100. What? Now I'm going to put this one on this side because there's a little bit more space. Bruh. That's a fucking thumbnail. That's a fucking thumbnail. Hell yeah. I am happy with that. Yeah, I left again. Sorry. I don't know what I did, what button I pressed that made that happen. I just walk in my neighbor's house. I ain't gotta phase in. What the fuck does that mean? If I had the power, if I had that power, I would. Whoa! What did I miss? Oh, Kelly's phasing through that. Kelly disappeared. Oh, Kelly, come on, man. But yeah, you can see that on this one, the outline. I just add another one, like. Come on, focus. You can see it's a slightly, with the white, it just pops a little harder. So boom. Then anything else we want to do with that? No, I think that's good. I think that's good as it is. And then even the fact that there's the bars on the outside of his shoulder, that might actually get more people to be like, wait a minute. You know what I mean? Like when the uncanny valley thing. I got high hopes, baby. I got high hopes. So we're going to download that. Thank you, Grok. Download. And then, of course, got to clean up all this bullshit. This was from yesterday, or not? Yeah, yesterday's stream. That was the video we just did. That's this one. We gotta keep our library clean. So now, I keep a Trump there I got my manga stuff here. I still have 2 Ian videos to post, and I just haven't yet. And so I'm keeping them here. A special guest, bunch of me, the members only, the versus one. We good to go. But yeah, man, I am pretty happy with that. I am pretty happy with that. Okay, so then we go back to the draft and our Zero Innocence. So again, now we're going from this to boom. Hell yeah. For a 2-minute video, man, all of that work for a 2-minute video? God. All right, so what do we want to say about this one? For whatever reason, StreamYard does not save that thing. There's Zero Innocence incarcerated. Charlie Kirk misses the mark. We say innocent. So again, we'll go during a recent visit to a college campus on tour, Charlie Kirk of Turning Point USA. That's the thing. So you were asking about Box. You were asking about the tags. That's not necessarily important, I don't think, as just having keywords there in general. And so I didn't think to put Turning Point USA in the last description, but I should have. And so Charlie Kirk is a keyword. Turning Point USA is a keyword. You know, like if I could get MAGA or Trump or something into that. Oh, sorry to get into in your conversation here. My apologies. We have little James Bond watches and no one uses them like that. What do the Dems need to do to get back in power? Find different people. Find different people. I think that's where we're at, for real. I don't like their bench is so shallow. Like who is there? Who is there? Yeah, please, Box. What do you think? So during a recent visit to college campus on tour, Charlie Kirk of Turning Point USA encountered a black man, keywords, who was debating. See, again, you could say argue, but if we say debate, that's a better keyword. Who was debating Charlie on the notion of mass incarceration. Is that how you spell that? Yep. Bucks and I'm independent now, but I still stay tapped in. Dems need to shake off the donors and act right. Yep. Shout out to Caleb Crow. Welcome. That AOC is so fresh face. So fresh. So face. Don't forget about that big booty Latina. Do you Oh, okay. I thought you said Box that I thought you were saying that you liked AOC. And I was generally gonna ask like why? What about her? And she's been like you're saying washed up. She's been in there for a minute, right? It's like we look at her as like the fresh face, but she's not like a freshman congressman or senate, whatever the fuck it is. Okay, so during a recent visit to a college campus on tour, Charlie Kirk of Turning Point USA encountered a black man who was debating Charlie on the notion of mass incarceration, and Kirk fumbles his point and makes an outrageous claim. Oh, my brother, bro. Thank you so very, very much. Of course. Every donation comes with a treat for Morty, and I don't have anything but some fried eggplant. So let's go. Oh, my dirty ass. Oh, dun 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 dun. I've said the Book of Morty, chapter 6, verse 4. He who doth not believe in the Overlord sucks. Great. Oh, see, now I can like them on. That's weird that I can't like the super chats on YouTube on a regular stream, but for this I can. But I like it all the time. Thank you so very, very much. Of course, sponsor of the stream. I don't have any of my StreamYard stuff to put it up there, but you know who you are. You know who you are. Buck said the whole squad needs to go. Yep. Trey said the only two people I really like, Bernie Sanders and Jasmine Crockett. I don't even know who Jasmine Crockett is, and what is it that what do you still like about Bernie? And I say that as like I'm kind of brushing it off. I am asking genuinely, but I'm also kind of like I don't think there's anything there. But I'm interested to hear. Caleb said AOC will be the Democratic nominee. Gotta find a way to beat this girl from the Bronx. I'm still Danny from the back. Oh, you know. All right. Kirk fumbles his point and makes an outrageous claim that none of the people incarcerated in America, another keyword, are innocent, which is patently and provably false. Boom. Then we add full stream. We go back to that. Grab the link for that. Put her in there. Then we go back to the notepad. Get all the join the membership. Catch me live every Monday. Blah, 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 blah. And then the hashtag. So again, we'll go Charlie Kirk. I can spell. Charlie Kirk. TPUSA. And mass incarceration. There we go. There we go. Another one done. Got everything. Add it to live stream clips, the playlist. Boom, boom. And again, I already know that this video is not going to be the monetization is not going to be blocked because I uploaded the video this morning. I made the clip days ago. I should have uploaded it immediately, but yeah, if you're ever uploading videos, once you're monetized, rule number one, as soon as that video goes up, you do the monetization stuff so that if it flags the video, then you have time to appeal it and get that overturned so that you can make some money. Caleb said AOC, oh, we got that one. Crockett called me a mediocre white boy. Still feel something about that. Yeah, well, that's racism. That's what I funk. That's what I'm like. Well, let's hear him out. Let's hear him out. Let's hear what Trey has to say about Bernie. Sanders is still OP. I feel bad for his whole arc. True. Trey said, I don't know. I just felt the plans he was putting forth really had the potential to help us as a whole nation, but I'm open to being wrong and different opinions about it. Well, that's also what initially when I was a never Trumper, why I liked Bernie, because he was saying things that I thought was like, oh, this would be great for America. But I came to realize that nothing that he is proposing is ever going to happen, and that's why he proposes it. He proposes these things so he can always be the pie in the sky guy, instead of meeting Democrats halfway and being like, okay, let's add this service or that, by being, oh, we need democratic socialism, all of the rich people are bad. Then he gets to just for 60 years be that guy. Hey, shout out to United. Welcome to the party. We are you missed the workshop. I showed you guys how to make some dope ass thumbnails. You could even steal my style. Because hey, if you guys are using that style and it blows up, then it means it works for both of us. The end screen. And I'll show that to y'all. Got it. Got that right here.
You're a white supremacist.
You know what? I still don't know how white supremacy would benefit me, but I love it here in America.
And of course, this
Amen.
is that
God bless you, man. Thank
last. This is that last video. So we save that. So this one, okay. So since I just dropped the last video, now that this is all set, like everything is here ready to go. The annoying thing is that when you go to schedule it, so you could say publish it as a private video, publish it as unlisted, members only, or public, and you can even do an instant premiere where it's like a live video, but it's just playing this. I don't really do that too often because I already am live all the time. But those options. But then you can schedule it. So you can schedule it from private to public, in which case I could set it to tomorrow at 8 p.m. I'm not going to do that, but I could do that. And then nobody can see it until that time. But what I want to do is set it to members only to public. But if I do that now, then it means the video is going to drop now. And I don't want to do that because I just dropped the other video. So we're just going to keep it there. Oh, wait. Saved as draft. So we're just going to keep it right there. Right there. And so then as soon as I wake up, I can just go on my phone and just hit schedule. And so I'll probably put that. What's a good what time do you usually watch your first YouTube video? Give me a range. Like, are you more of a morning person? Are you like, as you do that first thing in the morning? You don't really do it till after work. Like, give me a 10 to 12, 3 to 5, 6 to 10. When do you guys typically get on YouTube? Because if you're there later in the day, it's not necessarily a big deal that I released it early. But if people are there early, like on YouTube early, and I haven't released the video yet, well, then they can't watch it. So it does behoove me to go a little bit earlier, but Bernie? Oh, Bernie. Thank you. Thank you, United. Well, so here's a question. Who would you rate more trustworthy, Bernie Sanders or Nancy Pelosi? I mean, Bernie Sanders, but, like, that's literally like asking who do you trust more, Trump or Biden? Like, yeah, I trust Trump, but, like, so how far? Not as far as I can throw him. Trace Class Bag said, fuck you! No, I'm I thought he said, fuck you, you know I'm smart. I appreciate keeping the chat respectful. It says, Funk, I'm smart, and I definitely can see I guess I can definitely see that. I guess part of the problem was definitely he was fucked over so bad and kind of left us wondering if that could happen. But I can see what you're saying. Well, that's another thing that came up on Rogan when he was there. And it's like, bro, I lost respect for you when they spat in your face and you still bent the knee. Like, have some fucking balls. Have some fucking balls. RFK is a Democrat, except for the fact that he works in the Republican administration. He is a Democrat, and so when they spat in his face, he was like, "Okay, well, fuck you then." So I just, a little bit more respect. So wake up 5:30. So 6:05. Okay, so. Because the other thing then, Box, that's fucking early. How the fuck are you up late with us? And then you wake up at 5. You're up to like 2? And then you wake up at 5? I can't do that. I don't know how. I need my sleep. But, yeah, because there sometimes, like, after the streams, I'll be making the clips and stuff. And it'll be like 11, 12, 1 o'clock, 1 a.m. And I'm like, is it worth releasing this now? I guess my answer is yes. That's wild. Trey said 9 to 11. Okay. No, well, AM or PM, Trey? Well, yeah, if you're asking me who I trust more with stocks, definitely Pelosi. Fox said I do Hill Rising, Breaking Points, Democracy Now!, throw in a Ben Shapiro or Matt Walsh, maybe Piers Morgan, and then float around on the topic of the day. This is why I don't say goodbye. I just pass out. Fair enough. United said RFK has had his eye on the prize. That matters. The eye on the prize that matters to him. I have to respect that guy. Absolutely. And if, let's say that you don't necessarily have to flip the bird to the entire party, but at least like have some balls. And let's say he campaigned. I don't know off the top of my head, but do something that shows like, okay, you guys fuck me over, and that doesn't mean that I'm on Trump's team now, but that's not going to stand. I don't know. I'm not the fucking politician, but do that. All right. So that is good, right? That's done. So this is available. Yeah, buddy. So I am going to directly.
Hey, Charlie.
I'm going to directly inject this into your veins. Inject this. Boom. Right there. Thank you guys for hanging out with me while I did some stuff. I'm glad you enjoyed looking at the stuff like that. And if you guys have any questions about doing basic stuff like that, let me know. I'm happy to. It's a weird gatekeeping type of thing where people don't want to give away their secrets of how they do this and how they do that. And so, people like me just had to figure it out by trial and error. But I'm not that guy. I am happy to help you cut out some of the bullshit. Because I mean, yes, it helps you to go through trials and tribulations in building a platform, but getting some tips is not going to just make it smooth riding. Just because you got good thumbnails that look like mine doesn't mean your channel's going to blow up, but it'll definitely help. Well, said, I just want better for all of us. The most good for the most people. Well, I cannot think of a better note to end on. And so I will leave it there with you guys. Please go watch that video. Give it a like. Share it. Leave a comment. Just put Morty or the Overlord in the comments, guys. And do the same thing with this stream. Like, that stuff helps so much. It's free and it's easy, and I know you guys are great with it. So this is really just a reminder. So thank you so very much for hanging out. Big shout out to Funk Master General on the impromptu hanging out chillin' stream, dropping two $10 super chats. Very much appreciate that. And I hope you guys enjoy the video. I don't know how long this is going to take to end the video once I hit end, so we'll just keep it on this. Look at his face. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, well, hello. You missed the second coming of Jesus, but I just dropped a video, so you can check that out while we are, can I do this here? Copy link address, boom. I just dropped that video. So more Indian Jesus for you. Until next time, guys, remember, this is Morty. Nope, we're not ending like that. This is Morty. And I have been your host, Lutch, aka the Indian Jesus, here to resurrect the second coming of common sense. Until next time, guys, we are out of here. See, he knows that, that thing. But all right, guys, thank you so much. Peace out.